Well, it's official. Look, the plate is on. This is the new EVM mobile, which means that this has to go. The OG Tesla, the one we've had for nearly 6 years, can you believe? And it's done just over 80,000 miles in that time. So, this is the video that I do with every content car. Do you want to buy it before I stick it on Auto Trader? Because I'd rather not give them money if I can sell it to somebody through the channel, of course. I am still a Yorkshireman. So, yes, this is saying goodbye to a dear friend and, well, selling my friend. My plan was to do it outside the car, but it's freezing, so I'm going to sit inside the car. But don't worry, I'll show you all around it later on. I'll just get all the spiel out of the way in terms of the car. So, it's a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus 2020 reg, and it's done exactly, let's have a quick look, 83,761 miles, which means that it's got over 16,000 miles or 2 years, 2 months left on its battery and drivetrain warranty with Tesla, because they come with an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty on the batteries and drivetrain. So I mean, I really wouldn't worry if it was on 150,000, quite frankly, because you're seeing these drive around with 200,000 miles on, no issues at all. Now, especially, we've got people repairing these things. Even if something did go wrong, it really wouldn't bother me. But, well, yes, it's under warranty anyway, so you've got a bit of peace of mind. It says premium connectivity until August 2027. I don't know if that carries over, though. Does that go with me, or does that stay with the car? I honestly don't know, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. It's been, you know what, it's been pretty much faultless the entire nearly 6 years that we've had this. The only thing we've had Tesla come out for is the creaky suspension thing, which they replaced under warranty. Other than that, nothing has gone wrong with this car the entire time. And the only reason we're getting rid of it, obviously, is because of the ludicrous. That's what we're calling it. This is the Tesla Cull. That's the ludicrous. At least I think that's the name we're going with. And she doesn't want to sell the Me and keep this because, I mean, it is a brilliant second car. It's cheap to run and she loves it. So I ain't going to win that battle. 6 months ago, in summer, I think it was August, Cleveland did a full service on this car. You know, the brake calipers, it was the full tick box, and a health check as well. So I'll tell you more about that in a second, but essentially it's had a massive service with Cleveland 6 months ago, and for me it doesn't need another one for at least another year, whoever you choose. And the only things I would get done, to be honest, are the brake calipers in terms of stripping, cleaning, putting back. Other than that, there's nothing really to service. I did have it serviced by Tesla when it was 3 years old, out of sheer curiosity, and they don't even do the brakes, can you believe? Tesla don't do the brakes on a service. Maybe if you ask, they will do, but as a standard one, they don't. They just change the filters and the... Well, you get my point. Now, range. Might as well mention that, because no doubt it will come up if you're unfamiliar with the Standard Range Plus car. On a 100% charge in... oh, what is it now? -3. I would expect 180, I would say, in winter, and 200, 220 in summer. Obviously, how you drive completely depends on, you know, what range you get, but as an average I would say it's that. And essentially for a car of this age and range and mileage, sorry, it's again like every other Tesla. They get down to 90% after like a year or two quite quickly, and then they just barely drop year after year, like 1% a year sort of thing. So everything is bob on there, but again, it's under warranty. So well, how much am I going to ask for this? As always, I look online. Okay, my camera fell off. Right, that'll do. God, I'm such a professional. Right, back to the price. I've had a look online, Auto Trader, the usual places, and a 2020 with around 80,000 miles on it, Model 3 Standard Range Plus again, seems to be going for between 12 and 13 grand. Let's say 12 and a half. So I'm going to put this at a respectable £12,200. We've owned it from new for what it's worth. And I think that's a very good price, personally. I'm putting it at the lower end. If it doesn't go, of course, then it will go on Auto Trader and it will be going up at 12.5. Now, I mentioned the Cleveland full health check, full service thing. They picked a couple of suspension components up that didn't need replacing, but in the next year or so might need replacing. And bear in mind that was 6 months ago as well. So let me show you around the car and the suspension components I've already bought for this, so you don't have to. Right, so these are the suspension components that I've bought. There's that one, well, basically left and right, and again, left and right, they're in the boot. They're coming with the car. I think it's about £400-500 worth of suspension components there. Let me show you around the car, starting with these, which I have to say, I took these off when I bought the car and I've just put them back on again, these wheel caps. I actually quite like them now, but it's not them that I'm talking about. But yeah, they've got pretty much brand new caps. The car comes with pretty much brand new, I think they've done 1,000 miles of these tyres. The Alpine 7 winter tyres, Michelin Alpine 7. So these are full-on winter tyres, not just all weather, all season, whatever you want to call it. The PS4s, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, the tester versions that the car comes with when you buy it, and I would recommend to stick with. They were worn, and then we entered into winter, and we do need winter tyres where we live, and given the missus working nights, etc. So yes, that's what the car is coming with. They're pretty much brand new. You can use them all year round if you want, but it's a waste and they'll wear very quickly compared to winter. So I'd suggest you get some PS4s in 2 or 3 months and then just rotate. So you're looking at probably nearly £1,000 fitted worth of winter tyres here that the car is also coming with. Right, so let me show you around the car. I can't really show you that much because it's iced up, it's freezing, and I've waited a few days, but I've got to get this filmed now. There are stone chips, of course. It's done 80,000 miles. Don't expect it to be perfect. You know, there's little, I can't really show you because of the ice, but there are some stone chips. Of course, again, used car, expect used stuff. Even comes with its own logo. I've even put some spray in these things so they're lubricated, shall we say. And the car is, as you'd expect, it's in really nice condition in terms of it's really clean. I've just spent freezing days cleaning and getting it sorted out. All the lights are working, etc. Again, everything is working as you would expect. Seats, well, in the back, as you can see, they're absolutely spotless. Not really been used that much, if I'm honest. We don't do many long journeys, but yeah, we've been to Scotland and back many times. And oh, I need to mention that I bet there's not a single Tesla Model 3 out there that comes with absolutely genuine Michelin proper mats. These are solid rubber, perfect for winter, and genuine Michelin ones as well. In fact, I like them so much I bought them for the Model S. And I do mean bought them. I haven't been given those. I bought these. Right, the seats at the front. In fact, let me go to a wide angle lens. It probably makes more sense. Absolutely fine there. And again, all good for the driver. And that's the rest of the dash. Yeah, there's bound to be a few little tiny marks, but it's pretty much spotless there. I'm even going to leave in my USB-C cable for charging purposes. There you go. And lots of storage there. Lots of storage under there. You can just see the mileage there, the verification, full self-driving 3 and so forth. Again, does premium connectivity stay? I don't know. Right, let me open up the Frunk, because obviously you have a Frunk. It doesn't come with the Sainsbury's bag, I'm afraid. But yes, you've got the tow hook. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what more I can show you there. It's a Frunk. Oh God, that's freezing. All good here, windows and so forth. And finally we get to the back once more. Let me go to a wide angle lens again. All good, and they all come with the panoramic roof, of course, the standard range ones. In fact, all Model 3s do. As you can see, it's got its original plate back on. All good. I think I've pretty much shown you everything related to the car. Oh, I forgot actually. It's got a brand new windscreen. So this is completely stone, chip free. It's brand new as of about 2 weeks ago. Right, now if you want to buy this, if you're interested, then go to my website, which I'll put up here. It's ev-man.co.uk. There's a contact us page. Go onto that, fill in the form. Basically, you're sending me an email. I will reply to you and then we'll just take it from there. The first person to email is first in the queue. This is the end of the Tesla Model 3. I think there'll be one more video that I'll do before, well, after it goes, which is the total cost of ownership from new of this car. So I'm going to film that now. Same coat and everything, because it's chuffing freezing, and then it's gone. The Model 3 is gone. It will be no more. It will all be ludicrous instead of Teslacal from that point forward. So, yeah, thank you to the Model 3, the Teslacal. Thank you for watching all those years, and anybody that's interested, let me know. So, yeah, cheers guys, see you later.